Bellator 186 is in the books as the top of the billing, so Ryan Bader stopped Linton Vassell with ground strikes to retain his light heavyweight title. The co-main event saw Bellator crown their very first flyweight champion as Ilima-Lei MacFarlane submitted Emily Ducote with a stellar fifth-round armbar from her back. Phil Davis had a successful Penn State homecoming as he earned a unanimous nod over Ilima-Lei, and Ed Ruth showed us all that he is not just a wrestler as he slept Chris Dempsey with a single punch in the second round of their middleweight tilt. Sada Wad made short work of Zach Freeman as he dusted the altar boy in just 1:07 into the first round to open up the Bellator 186 main card. A noteworthy event occurred on the undercard as Tywin Claxton made his pro debut with superb style as he defeated Johnny Vanilla Bowman with one of the craziest flying knees that you will ever see. Main card, Ryan Bader def. Linton Vassell by TKO at 3:58 of round 2, light heavyweight title. Bader closed the distance early behind his patented power punching, and just when Vassell looked like he was going to secure a takedown, Bader hits a beautiful throw to find top position. Once back on the feet, Vassell landed a couple of buckling leg kicks, but Bader had enough of that and blasted a well-timed double leg to put his opponent on his back. Vassell managed to return to his feet, but Bader put him right back down on the mat with relative ease. Bader blasted another double leg behind a right hand to kick off the second round and held the position for a solid chunk of time. From the bottom, Vassell landed some surprisingly effective punches until Bader went beast mode and uncorked some vicious ground strikes of his own that put Vassell out. Bellator's light heavyweight king has defended his crown in brutal fashion. Ilima-Lei MacFarlane def. Emily Ducote by submission, armbar, at 3:42 of round 5, flyweight title. Just as expected, these flyweights went right at each other, jockeying for position in the clinch. MacFarlane started to find success with her hands, landing tight combos that got the attention of Ducote before successfully transitioning to a takedown. MacFarlane would spend the remainder of the round in top position, searching for submissions as Ducote defended. MacFarlane found early success with a stiff jab as the flyweights chose to knock for the entire second round. Ducote seemed to be looking for the counter, but that only allowed MacFarlane to pick her shots, leaving Ducote late to the party and out of rhythm. Ducote came out in the third round launching unchecked leg kicks until MacFarlane closed the distance and began to uncork some knees to the gut. Ducote was caught clean with a combo while spectating, and MacFarlane followed up by initiating the takedown and pressing her opponent against the cage. The takedown finally materialized in the final 20 seconds of the round, but MacFarlane was unable to do anything with it. The striking battle continued into the championship rounds, with MacFarlane landing the much sharper strikes, and more often at that. Ducote continued to work her outside leg kick, but struggled to follow up with her hands. Ducote exploded on a takedown, but MacFarlane was ready for it, or so she thought, as Ducote scrambled into top position before the round expired. Ducote returned to the leg kick in final frame, with MacFarlane finally showing signs of damage. MacFarlane found herself on her back with about 3.5 minutes remaining in the fight, but showcased her patented 10th planet jiu-jitsu, transitioning from rubber guard to a triangle, and finally securing the armbar for the tap. The finish is known as the Dead Orchard.